This video was sponsored by PowerCircle Clothing and Headbusters Food Company in association with Cook Up Unlimited. Cook Up! Week 2, what's in my playlist? Y'all already know how this works. I got some new, some old, some classic, some unknown. Either way, I picked 10 random albums out my playlist and I share it with y'all. Right now we in week 2. Week 1 was dope. Now I got some different vibes for you. Got a few new pickups in this list. And I got a couple classics that y'all might be interested in listening to yourself, man, to get y'all through the week. So check it out. First of all, before we kick everything off, make sure y'all go over to Spotify and go ahead, tap in and go to PowerCircle Radio, man. Hit that follow button, man. We really appreciate it, man. We got some dope vibes on there. A lot of mainstream, a lot of independent. Just like we do here, man. It's some new, some old, classic, some unknown, man. You never know what you'll see there. I got a few new pickups, man, that I'm definitely listening to, that I'm starting to get into, and some I've been listening to so far. So, man, this is what I got for the week. So here's my picks. Check it out. First, I got my boy Beats with My Brother's Keeper. Now, he got 10 joints on this joint. I think the one that stands out for me is definitely the first track. It's called Check on Your Strong Friends. He got a couple other bangers on there. He definitely went star-studded with this one with the features, definitely. He got my boy Top Money on there. He got Cold Heart from Crucial Conflict. He definitely got Twista on there. And I believe he got Crazy Bone from Bone Thugs and Harmony, but that's for you to go listen to. So, man, if you on Spotify, make sure you go and swing around make sure you swing over to PowerCircle Radio to check that album out. Next, I got a classic rock album that I listen to all the time every so often. And I always got to get in the mood to listen to it. And I definitely got a vibe for it this week. And that's Nirvana, Nevermind. Rest in peace to the late great Kurt Cobain. This one is one of the joints that I definitely grew up listening to coming up as a young adolescent. Definitely Wu-Tang Clan heads. This is a classic, The Purple Tape. Raekwon the Chef, only built for Cuban links. Definitely a classic. I told you I'm coming with the classics this week. So you already know, man. Wu-Tang. I got another dope pickup. Next I got the homie Jujillo with 9190. Now this one right here, Jujillo is probably one of the most consistent artists coming out of Chicago in my opinion. We got a lot of dope artists that's all over the city. That's dope, but this is one of them that's pretty consistent. If you listen to his music, you know what you're getting. You're getting bars, you're getting storylines, you're getting, that real rap that we accustomed to, you know what I'm saying? This is one of the few spitters that definitely y'all need to be on the lookout. So, shouts out to Jujillo. 7 tracks, you can definitely just go ahead, man, and just, throw this joint in your playlist and just get in your car and just ride. And just listen to the whole 7, you know what I'm saying? And we got a couple people in here where you can just listen. So I'm in that vibe out mode. Definitely put you some Jujillo in there. And the standout tracks for me on this joint was Feel So Good and If I Could Make It to Heaven. So make sure y'all go check that out. Definitely on the PowerCircle Radio playlist for sure. Next on the list, here's another classic. I'm a real fan of old school, whatever, whatever genre, whether from rock, R&B, soul, you name it. And this is one of my absolute favorite albums that I definitely got to pop in. This is definitely always in rotation, so don't be surprised. You might hear this in the next week or the week after that. And that's the Healy Brothers with The Heat Is On. The Healy Brothers, The Heat Is On album. Definitely a classic album and a must-have. Next, I got another hip-hop classic in the 90s for all you 90s hip-hop heads, and that's the Digital Underground, Sex Packets. Next on the list, it's not a new pickup because I'm very familiar with this guy. It's my brother Southside Point and his latest album, Resilience. And you can listen to all his albums on PowerCircle Radio as well. Definitely one of the most consistent artists to come out of the city. I definitely know him well. I'm not even being biased. Listen for yourself, especially the last few albums for sure. And make sure y'all go check him out. Big NHO. Shouts out to NHO. Make sure you check out what all them brothers doing over there. Shouts out to all the bros and the good folks at NHO. Shouts out to the whole NHO family. So make sure y'all go check out my brother Southside Point on all social media platforms as well. Let's read to my next album on the playlist. Definitely a classic. If you're a rapper, if you're a hip-hop head, this is the blueprint. Basically, this is when we experienced the changing of the guard. And that's Eric B. and Rakim's Paid in Full. Enough said. No long bio about that one. Y'all should know better. If you know, you know. I'm gonna put it like that. Next, I got another classic. ODB, Return to the 36 Chambers. Definitely a classic. Definitely first of its kind, or should I say one of a kind. Rest in peace to the Dirt Dog. Last but not least, here's the curveball out of the whole list. Y'all already know I love my classics. I love my rock and roll for sure. And that's Metallica. And this is one of my favorite albums of all time as far as Metallica goes. And I know all the real Metallica fans is probably going to be mad at me like, are you insane? And that's my favorite one. The double live album. It's probably one of the most incredible rock albums I ever heard in that kind of way. I mean, yeah, you got a lot of live albums, but the way they did it, I don't want to say the orchestra names wrong. I think the San Francisco something orchestra or whatever the shit. It was dope. They filmed it. It was you can actually purchase the film. And I remember when that came out, I gotta tell this one. You know what I'm saying? They performing all the classics from all the albums, all the classic albums up until that time. And then they also had like 2 songs. I think it was 2 songs they released in No Leaf Clover. And I don't think that's actually a studio version for it. If it is, I never heard it yet. But they actually used the live version from the concert. And when I say that's one of the dopest songs, that's why Metallica is in my top 3 as far as rock bands. Probably letting the cat out the bag, but we'll talk about that another time. But I had to let that be known. But anyway, and that concludes my playlist for this week. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, hit that notification button. Make sure y'all comment down below and let me know what's in your playlist. And as always, keep God first, stay sucker free, and by all means get to the money. Peace and love, stay healthy.